What if I could guarantee your results? What if I could guarantee that in 6 months you'd be the man you wanted to be? You'd have the physique you wanted, the life you wanted, that you'd stepped up and in every single area of your life, you'd become the version of yourself that you've always dreamt of, that you always knew you should be. The best father, the best husband, the best man. You can show up physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, in every area as the best version. Your body matches the confidence that you believe you have. Your kids ask you to do something and there are zero questions, zero hesitation. You show up better in business, at work, in the way you conduct your life. Everything is as you have known it should be. If I could guarantee that for you, what would you do? It'd be a no-brainer, right? You'd just say, yeah, I'm in. Now, what if I said you had to do the work? For those 6 months, you had to show up every single day and do the work and do the things that you know you should do. Because within reason, everybody knows what they should do. You'd have to work out. You'd have to do the weighted walks. You'd have to show up and complete all activities. You'd have to show up better in your work. You'd have to show up better as a father, be more engaged, be more involved. You'd have to show up better for your wife. Be present, be connected, be loving, be kind. If you showed up in every single area. But I guarantee, by the end of the 6 months, you'd be a different man. Would you do it? How much would you pay to have that happen? If it was guaranteed, 100%, money back guarantee, no questions asked, you'd be a different man. Would you burn the boats? Would you go all in? Would you sacrifice all the things that are holding you back to achieve that, to become the best version of yourself? Would you? Would you do whatever it took? This is the question. Because as I said, we all kind of know what it would take to become the best version of ourselves. But we don't because we're scared. We're held back by habits and patterns and concepts of who we are. And here's the harshest one that a lot of people don't want to talk about. That to become that man, to become the best version of yourself, the best husband, the best father, the best man, to make more money, to physically be the man that you know you should be, overflowing with confidence and the ability to handle anything. To be that guy requires a different set of skills. It requires you showing up as a different man. In fact, it requires you killing the person you are now. You cannot become that man while you continue to live as the person you are. Because that man has different habits. That man has different beliefs. That man has different priorities. He chooses things differently. So for as long as you continue to hold on to the current version of yourself, it doesn't matter what you do, how much you spend, how much you commit, how much you think that you are all in. You will never become that man. Because we have to let go of who we used to be, or who we currently are, to become that man. You know, for the next 6 months, if you wanted that guaranteed, you will have to live as if you were already that guy. You have to embody it. Act as if. The classic, fake it till you make it. There's something to be said in that. Living as if you are already that man. Doing the things that that man would do. It means showing up every day, regardless of how you feel. It means doing the work to its absolute best, with the highest intensity possible. It means giving your all in every aspect of it. Is it easy? No. Is it for the faint of heart? No. Because you will have to sacrifice things. As I discussed before, though, sacrifice implies giving up something of benefit. It's only a sacrifice if there's no ROI on it, no return on investment. Becoming the best version of yourself, the greatest father, the greatest husband, the greatest man that you can be. To show up as the greatest version of yourself in every single aspect of your life. That has an unlimited ROI. You cannot even put a value on that, on how much better your life will be, how much better your wife's life will be, how much better your kids' lives will be, how much better the lives of all the people you serve. That has an infinite compounding effect. And what, you have to give up things that are sedating? They're not even enjoyable. They're just little dopamine hits designed for an addict. Social media, TV, junk food, all these kinds of things. They're literally built to keep us addicted and on them for the longest period of time. So yeah, you must give them up to progress forward. As I said, it's only a sacrifice if you don't get anything in return. And if you can do this for 6 months, you'll be a different man. Your whole life will be different. How you show up in every aspect will be different. How your kids respond to you, how your wife responds to you, how your friends and family respond to you will be different. You become unrecognizable. Isn't that worthwhile? So if I could guarantee that for you, would you step up and do the work? Would you go all in? Would you burn the boats to become that man? Because I can guarantee it. I haven't seen anyone who has gone all in on themselves, who hasn't come out the other side and gone, that was the best thing I've ever done. If you become the best version of yourself, there's zero chance you're going to turn around and be like, that was a waste of my time. That was a waste of effort. You'll love deeper. You'll connect deeper. You'll perform better in your life, in work, in relationships. You'll have more confidence. You'll believe yourself when you say you're going to do something. These are things that matter. You'll lead your kids. You'll lead them by example. You'll be able to do more with them. They will respect you more, and you'll be able to help them become the best versions of themselves. There is no downside to this. There is only upside. You'll find that your life is more fulfilled, more satisfactory. We as men require obstacles, challenges, things that we can overcome. There is fulfillment in that. There is fulfillment in doing hard things for the sake of doing hard things. We must find challenges every single day, every week, every month, every year, on differing gradients of difficulty. But a life, especially as a man, is not fulfilling, is not satisfactory without doing these things, without being pushed, without being challenged, without seeing who we could be. And worse than that, a man who has a life without challenge, without obstacles, without pursuing things of greatness, becomes insecure, becomes bitter, becomes resentful. Do you think you can be the best father, the best husband, the best man you can be if you're bitter and resentful because you aren't doing anything in your life? Because you're just bobbing along in the flow of life, never doing anything, never achieving anything, nothing's ever changing. No. The burden of a man and the requirements of men are different. We require challenges. We require being pushed. We require discipline and fortitude. We cannot have a meaningful life that doesn't require us to be pushed. And lots of people think that they are happy. You are not. I can guarantee that. You are sedated. You aren't being challenged. You aren't growing. You aren't achieving anything. You are sedated. And what you think is happiness is actually sedation and dopamine. It isn't true happiness. There's a good possibility if you've been doing that your whole life, you don't even know what true happiness feels like. You think these chemical reactions in your brain from stimulants of things that are designed to produce them is happiness. Junk food, alcohol, drugs, porn, social media, TV, video games, all these kinds of things. They are fun, but it's not happiness. And that is a very big distinction. You have to go out and give effort and do work and put in time and commitment and risk not succeeding. That's where fulfillment and satisfaction comes from. And then you'll push to bigger things and you'll grow and you'll develop and you'll become a better and stronger version of yourself. You'll build that discipline muscle. You'll build the mental fortitude. You'll be challenged to more. And then you set your sights on new things. And then you overcome them. And that sense of accomplishment when you have laid it all out there for the world to see and you lie triumphant in victory. Nothing feels better than that. You know, it's like Ed Milet says, winning is more fun than fun is fun. We have to be pushed. We have to be challenged. And in what category, area, that'll come down to you. But mentally, physically, emotionally, we have to find these areas. We have to find ways to push ourselves. We have to find things, as I said, on the daily, on the weekly, on the monthly, and the yearly, to be challenged, to be pushed, to see who we truly are when the chips are down. Who shows up? That's what matters. That's how you lead a fulfilling life. That's how you lead your kids by example. You lead your wife by example. You lead all those that you serve by example. You lead by doing. So, as I said, if I could guarantee that you would become the greatest version of yourself, but it required this. It required going all in. It required being pushed. But to become happy, to become fulfilled, to finally achieve the life that you've always dreamt of, with a guarantee on the back end, wouldn't that be worth it? You already know what is required. Now it's time to enact it. It's time to take action and actually do it. And if you don't know what's required, you know where to find me. Message me. We'll throw you in the deep end. We'll burn the motherfucking boats. And we will sculpt you day by day into the greatest father, husband, and man you can be. It isn't easy, but it's damn well worth it. And at the end of 126 days, you will not recognize the man who's looking back at you in the mirror. So if you're ready, or if you still need a bit more convincing, subscribe, like, comment. There are times, there'll be daily ones of these. And I'll keep showing up. I'll keep showing up for you. And I'll keep sharing this until you're ready. Because I know you're already a good father. You're already a good husband, a good man. You just want more. And this is the path. So until then.